This is a GitHub graph. This shows you all the contributions that you've made to open source projects or your own projects and software. This is easily one of the most stressful things you can have because it shows everyone how productive you are. However, there may be a twist to this. There are many complaints on the internet about how GitHub graphs are not a real marker of how good you are at coding, and there's other people saying that you need it to get hired because people are going to think you are lazy if you don't. So, what if we take advantage of this? You learn the code for a specific reason. So what if we use this for an evil purpose? What if we convince all employers that we're really good at coding when we're not? Well, supposedly we're not. That's right. I, as a programmer, am going to set up something to challenge the GitHub contribution graph and make a little show out of it. So without further ado, let's get into it. So let's break down how this works. When we are on github.com, you're going to see there are 90 contributions in the last year because I really started contributing recently, whatever. And to make a contribution, you need something called a commit. Now, if you notice, the rules of making a commit are actually not that serious. They're not hard to do, and I will show you how this works and what happens to your graph when you type this in. For those who don't know, Git is literally a CLI, which stands for command line interface. Command line interfaces are where you can type in commands on your prompt, and then some data service across the world will end up dealing with this from your computer. Now, why is this significant? I will show you. Let's say I'm happy with this function that's incomplete right here. I will go to my card trade and I will type git add period, which stands for add everything inside of this directory. And there's not a whole lot you need to do after that. And then we need to commit. Git commit message new feature for video. And guess what? You hit enter and now the commit's done. A commit just serves as a marker of your program's progress. So what does this have to do with the actual website? How could that be linked? Well, this is where it gets fun. Then we just do git push origin master. And there you go. We just pushed all of our features from the local branch to the remote branch, the website. So if we go over and refresh, you have 91 contributions. So now you can kind of see where this is going to get fun. I virtually did nothing to get that achievement. You're about to see what's going to happen, and it will be fun. Because this is a command line interface, this means that we can use something called subprocesses. Subprocesses allow you to use code to automate computer command prompt processes. What does that mean? Well, I'll show you what it means. We have a new directory right here. What the hell just happened? So we're going to make a directory called commit spam. We're going to go into this new directory, touch main.python code So we're in the file. Now, since Python is so egregiously easy, we can do this very fast. So all we have to do is just say result is equal to subprocess.run ping google.com. Actually, this needs to be a list. So result, right? It's literally just a bunch of bytes. So we can just do print result. Then we just do main.python. And there you go. You literally get what you need. That's literally how simple this is. You can kind of see the direction we're going in. If I take a program that can run a command virtually, what do you think could be on my evil, preposterous mind? We're about to find out. So with the work of some magic, I figured out some things. We have some code on the screen. There's a new library, but don't worry about that. If you notice, this is the exact command we typed in earlier. And the allow empty tag actually lets me put in empty commits. So this completely allows me to be as lazy as I want and blow up this website. Yeah, I'm going to be causing some issues for sure. So when I run the program, main.python, how many times do I want to commit? It's a great question. Do I look like I want to commit 1 time or 2 times? No, I want to commit as many times as I can because that's what a real boss does. Okay, let's do a good 50. An auto push when it's committed? Sure. We just committed 50 times. So now if I refresh my page, I don't think it posted. I don't have this under a repository, but essentially you need to have a repository. And when you do, it works. And let me show you proof. My very own friend also ran this code. Do you see how many commits he has on his screen? He has 11 million commits. Try to process how many lines of code that would look like realistically. I will link this guy's stuff in the description. He came up with this idea. He has 142,949 contributions in the last year. It's pretty cracked. On the real though, he's very good at what he does. So go give him a star on GitHub. If you do this continuously over and over again, I imagine one of you can get 1 billion commits. That would be preposterous, but I would love to see it happen. So there you have it. You can break your GitHub graph by just learning how to code. You learn subprocess, you learn how some commands work, you run them, and it works. Python is awesome. You can do whatever the hell you want with Python. So this should be your cue to learn, but have fun with that. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe, comment your favorite parts. Goodbye.